Elizabeth Southerden Thompson, Lady Butler, was a British painter, one of the few female painters to achieve fame for history paintings, especially military battle scenes. At the end of the tradition, some of her most famous military scenes come from the Napoleonic Wars, but she covered most major 19th-century wars and painted several works showing the First World War. She married Lieutenant General Sir William Butler, becoming Lady Butler. Biography. Born at Villers-Clermont in Lausanne, Switzerland, she specialized in painting scenes from British military campaigns and battles, including the Crimean War and the Battle of Waterloo, the Roll Call, the Defensive Rorke's Drift, and Scotland Forever. Showing the Scots Greys at the Battle of Waterloo are among her better-known works. She wrote about her military paintings in an autobiography published in 1922. "I never painted for the glory of war, but to portray its pathos and heroism." She was the daughter of Thomas James Thompson and his second wife Christiana Weller. Her sister was the noted essayist and poet Alice Meynell. Elizabeth began receiving art instruction in 1862, while growing up in Italy. In 1866 she went to South Kensington, London, and entered the Female School of Art. She became a Roman Catholic along with the rest of the family after they moved to Florence in 1869. While in Florence, under the tutelage of the artist Giuseppe Bellucci, Elizabeth attended the Accademia di Belle Arti. She signed her works as E.B.L.N. Thompson and Mimi Thompson. Initially she concentrated on religious subjects like the Magnificat, but upon going to Paris in 1870 she was exposed to battle scenes from Jean-Louis Ernest Meissonier and Edouard Detaille, and switched her focus to war paintings, with the painting Missing of Franco-Prussian war battle scene, depicting the common soldier's suffering and heroism. She earned her first submission to the Royal Academy, after the roll call was shown in 1874 at the Academy. She became a 19th-century celebrity, due to the painting's immense popularity. As the paintings toured Europe, along with photographs of Elizabeth, she gained even more notice because people found out that she was both young and pretty, something normally not associated with painters of battle scenes. It also helped that during this time there was an incredible amount of Victorian pride and romanticism for the growing British Empire. Lady Butler's topics reflected such romanticism, but her paintings were generally realistic in detail, with aspects such as confusion, mud and exhaustion being accurately portrayed. Her works tend to focus on British troops shown in action, or shortly after it, but avoiding moments of close hand-to-hand combat. They are often shown as their opponents might have seen them, but relatively few of the opponents themselves are shown. Her career largely ended with her the 11th of June 1877 marriage to Sir William Francis Butler, a distinguished officer of the British Army, from Tipperary in Ireland. Not only was she now married, breaking the heart of many young men, but now she would travel to the far reaches of the empire with her husband and raise the 6 children. During this time Lady Butler came under the influence of her Irish husband's belief that the colonial imperialism of the United Kingdom and other European powers might not be in the best interest of the natives in colonial lands. However, she continued to paint scenes showing the valor of the ordinary British soldier. Butler also did some black and white illustration, including of poems by her sister Alice Meynell and of works by Thackeray. On her husband's retirement from the army, she moved with him to Ireland, where they lived at Banshire Castle, County Tipperary. She showed pictures at the Royal Hibernian Academy from 1892. Among the paintings that she took with her to Tipperary was a set of watercolors that she had painted while with her husband in Palestine. During the Irish Civil War they were transferred to her daughter in Gormanston Castle for safekeeping, but were almost all destroyed later by German bombs in London during World War II. Lady Butler was widowed in 1910, but continued to live at Banshire until 1922, when she took up residence with the youngest of her 6 children, Eileen, Viscountess Gormanston, at Gormanston Castle, County Meath. She died there shortly before her 87th birthday and was interred at nearby Stamullen graveyard. Paintings. The Magnificat. Missing. Calling the roll after an engagement, Crimea H.M. The Queen, Buckingham Palace. Missed. The 28th Regiment at Quatre Bras. Balaclava. The return from Inkerman. Remnants of an army. Listed for the Connaught Ranges. The defence of Rorke's Drift. Scotland forever. Tel el-Kebir. To the front, French cavalry leaving a Breton city on the declaration of war. Evicted. The Camel Corps. Halt in a forced march. The rescue of the wounded. The dawn of Waterloo. Steady the drums and fifes. Floriatona. Dawn at Waterloo. The morning of Talavera. The colours. Advance of the Scots Guards at the Alma. Within sound of guns. Stand fast Craigellachie. Rescue of wounded Afghanistan. In vain. Rally for a last charge of the cuirassiers. The 16th Light Dragoons saving the remnants of the Union Brigade. On the morrow of Talavera. The Dorset Yeomen at Agagia. The 26th of February 1916. A lament in the desert. In the retreat from Mons. The Royal Horse Guards. A detachment of cavalry in Flanders. Gallery.